Well, here we are back in the Kaffe Fassett studio. Would you believe it? I'd like to talk to you about the new fabrics that are hitting the shops right now of the Kaffe Collective. And they're all spread beautifully behind me. We've got a nice big cactus flower, a morning glory, a geode, which is like a fabulous big circular spot and really fun to cut up and play with. I've had a ball making quilts with this. And then Brandon's geometric story here, a wonderful kind of checkerboard that kind of disintegrates, which is fun. And coming back with my old fans, paper fans, which adds a certain thing. And then we have these wonderful sea urchins from Philip Jacobs, which are a wonderful round, voluptuous shape. And they come in all these different colorways. Another circular story from Brandon is these onion rings. Where's another one? Oh, here we have the onion rings, which are just wonderful and really fun, and they cut up beautifully. That's like a sort of stripe gone mad and circular. I've brought back my Turkish Delight, which is really fun to cut up, and we've made a beautiful quilt just cutting that up into different colorways. One of the things that I like most in this collection is Brandon's Bali brocade. Now you only get bits of it here, but I'm going to show you the great, wonderful drape and flow of this design. It makes fabulous borders. You can either cut it this way for a border and then have two different versions, a light and a dark, or we often cut it going across so that it's less problematic. Another one that I want to show you a bigger piece of is Philip Jacobs' wonderful hydrangea design. Look at the beautiful flow and glow of that. I think this colorway came out particularly deliciously with that beautiful lavender and the wonderful pinks and russet leaves, really punchy. So those are here. One of the things that I've been doing lately is getting into contrast. I've been very influenced by the workshops we've given around the world, and people have been getting into black and white. And so I've encouraged Brandon to do particularly onion rings in black and white, and his wonderful checkerboard story in black and white. And then I've done a very contrasting story on my paper fans. And all of those, along with Brandon's wonderful bang story, make a very, very exciting idea for throwing spicy contrast into your quilts. I've been using these a lot. Brandon's got a message for me. What?
Turkish Delight. Come back.
Oh, yes. Yes, I have mentioned Turkish Delight, but I will mention it again. Brandon would like to say that Turkish Delight has come back. I also love very dark fabrics, you might have noticed. So I brought paper fans back in a very, very dark version, and the wonderful cactus flower of Philip Jacobs in these delicious purpley black colors. And Brandon's Bali brocade in a wonderful dusty colorway there. So I hope that you enjoy playing with these. One of the things that is always interesting, that I always do every collection, is to give you a paint box. So here we have the reds and the delicious blues, which have been becoming more and more important. The wonderful golds and yellows, which I love, and lime greens. Those are important. But then, of course, the dark colorways. I love dark quilts. And it's been really, really fun to see what people have been doing with some of the darker fabrics as we go along, making very delicious dark quilts. And I love making them myself. So I hope you enjoy this. And here Brandon is going to take over from me.
Hello guys, I expect you're all wondering where I was hiding. Anyway, I'm here. We're just about to launch our latest book, Quilts in the Cotswolds. Kaffe and I will be in the US touring the country. Some people write and say, when are you coming to our neighborhood? Well, we're coming all the way over from England, so maybe you can meet us halfway along the way and use that as an excuse as a field trip. So we'd love to see you, and if you can't get in on one of the workshops, then come to one of the lectures, because the lectures are very inspiring, I hope. Anyway, look up for one of these. If you don't know where the Cotswolds is, it's one of the more famous gardens in the UK. It's actually one of Kate's favourite gardens in the UK, and we use that as a location to photograph our quilts. Also, we've done an updated version of So Simple. Why we've called it So Simple, well, we didn't, the publishers named it that, but anyway, it's because it's got simple projects in, and there's also some new projects in there, like this very snappy cushion. So that's just cutting up strips, sewing it together, and apparently it's quite simple to sew. Anyway, there we go. Some of you may have received our newsletter. In the newsletter, it kind of packs you with so much information, it's a little bit overwhelming, but we've got a launch of the Coach and Kaffe collection hitting the high street shops. I'm getting emails, people ask me, where can I get products from? I think the best thing you can do is go to the Coach official website and look online where the nearest outlet is. I know they're only sold at Coach licensed stores, if that helps you. And then we're also having an exhibition of, it's kind of a sample sale at the Anthropology store on the King's Road, London, and that will run from the 6th of September for 6 weeks. So if you have any chance and you're in London, then go check that out. Unfortunately, it won't be on the website because they're all one-off pieces. They're all pieces that Kaffe's made. So if you can make it, or you fancy making a special trip around that. The other thing I want to point out to you, coming back to what Kaffe talked about, some people write and say, well, I don't like that colorway that you've done on the fabric. Well, guess what? There's 5 different colorways on every fabric that we've done. Sometimes there's 6 colorways. So you have no excuse. Anyway, I'll leave it up to you. The biggest compliment is for us is when somebody takes our design and does something fabulous with it and then posts it online for us all to share and enjoy. Okay, over to you guys. Thanks very much and see you again.